What if I told you that you could build $1 million business in just 1 year? I know it sounds like a fantasy, right? But according to entrepreneur Ryan Moran, it's very, very real. Today, we're going to break down his exact blueprint from the book 12 Months to 1 Million. Okay, let's just address the elephant in the room. $1 million in 1 year? It sounds completely impossible. But what if it's not about some giant magical leap? What if it's just a series of smart, calculated steps? Let's break it down. Okay, look at this. This slide is so important because it shows you that $1 million is really just math. Forget the big scary number for a second. Think about it like this. If you sell a $100 product to just 10,000 people, you're there. All of a sudden, the impossible starts to feel, well, pretty achievable, doesn't it? And you know, the best part is, this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky theory. Ryan Moran actually did this multiple times. He built a real step-by-step framework that basically anyone can follow to build a seven-figure business in less than 365 days. So how on earth is this actually possible? Well, the entire 12-month plan hangs on one single core business model. You could call it the secret sauce that unlocked everything for Ryan. You see, Ryan's first business, Zen Actor Sports, was a typical physical business selling things like yoga mats and towels. And it was a total struggle. He was just bleeding money on inventory, paying employees, running ads. He had all the passion in the world, but he had no real plan, and it nearly broke him. And then he discovered the power of white labeling. And this is the absolute game changer. It's a model where you take a product that's already being manufactured by one company and you just put your own brand on it. And this comparison right here says it all. The old way meant huge upfront costs and a ton of risk. The smart white label way is lean, it's efficient, you find a quality product, you create an amazing brand around it, and then you use platforms like Amazon to do all the heavy lifting. A really great example of this is the Indian brand Micromax. They didn't go out and build giant, expensive factories. Nope. They sourced phones that were already being made in China, they slapped the Micromax brand on them, and they built a massive company just through smart branding and sales. That is the white label strategy in action. Okay, so with that white label model in our back pocket, let's dive into the 12-month plan itself. Ryan breaks the whole journey down into 3 very distinct stages. And here's the roadmap: the grind, the growth, and the gold. Each stage has a super specific focus, and just as importantly, it represents a huge psychological shift for you, the entrepreneur. The first 4 months, this is all about intense focus. This is the grind. Your one and only mission is to find a single winning product. And honestly, this might be the hardest part mentally. It's so tempting to chase 10 different ideas at once, but the grind is all about having the discipline to focus on just one product that solves a real problem for someone. I mean, take the story of Paul Miller. He loved listening to podcasts to fall asleep, but headphones were just super uncomfortable. He saw a problem, so he tinkered, he experimented, until he created Cozy Phones, these soft, comfy headphones designed for sleeping. He put them up on Amazon, and they just exploded. A multi-million-dollar product was born. That's the power of solving one problem perfectly. So once you've found that first winning product, and it's selling consistently, you enter the growth phase. Now, this is a really critical mindset shift. You're no longer just selling a thing, you're building a brand that people know and trust. And you're strategically expanding your product line around that trust. But how do you know when it's time to expand? Well, Ryan gives us a magic number: 25 sales per day. As soon as your first product hits that milestone, consistently, that's your green light. You've officially found your winner, and now it's time to build out the brand. Aubrey Marcus is a perfect case study for this stage. He developed a huge hit supplement called Alpha Brain. After it totally took off with help from Joe Rogan, he didn't just stop there. He launched a second product called New Mood, and then another, building the massive wellness company we know today as Onnit. One hit product became the foundation for an entire brand. And finally, you hit the gold stage. You've got a proven winner, you've got a growing brand. Now it's time to pour gasoline on the fire. You transform again from a brand builder into a growth marketer, and you start scaling aggressively with paid advertising. This means you're mastering platforms like Google and Facebook ads, you're collaborating with influencers, and this is the most important part. You are reinvesting your profits right back into marketing to reach millions of new customers and create that amazing exponential growth. But hold on, this three-stage journey isn't just about timelines and marketing. It's actually built on a foundation of two other critical components that you have to do alongside it. And the first one is all about creating a product that people genuinely, truly love. This is called the feedback loop. When the founder of Tribe Fitness launched his cell phone armband, he didn't order thousands. He started with just 400 units. Now, why would he do that? Because he wanted to hear what those first customers had to say. They told him the band was too small, so you know what he did? He fixed it in the next batch. This constant cycle of listening and improving is so key. And what was the result of this obsession with feedback? Well, Tribe Fitness created a product that was just better than its competitors. And get this, just a 4% edge in positive reviews was enough to help them completely dominate their niche on Amazon. That's the power of listening. And while you're busy perfecting the product, the second crucial component is having a system that lets you scale without getting buried in logistics. And that system is Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. You find the product, you send it to an Amazon warehouse, they handle the storage, the packing, the shipping, the customer service, letting you focus on what really matters, finding great products and marketing them. So we have covered a ton of ground here, from the initial mindset shift all the way to the nitty-gritty of logistics. Let's pull it all together into one clear, actionable blueprint. This is it. This is the formula. It's a three-stage journey: the grind, the growth, and the gold. It's all powered by the lean business model of white labeling. It's perfected by a relentless customer feedback loop. And it's scaled to the moon using the incredible logistical power of Amazon FBA. The framework is right here. The path has been laid out by people who have literally walked it before you. So the only real question left is, what is your $1 million idea?